Hi everyone, welcome back. I am so happy that you are tuning in to another episode of mine. In today's episode, even though I have some amazing blooms in the back of the set, I am going to use dried flowers to do a hand-tied bouquet. You can use this as a gift. You can use it for a bridal bouquet. It's kind of fun and interesting to do these preserved and dried flowers. Some of them have been bleached. Anyways, I am going to get my cutters and I'm gonna adjust some stems. And I'm gonna go ahead and start this. What I like about dried the most is seeing this absence of color, all these neutrals. Even though it's dead, there's another like skeleton-like life to it, right? So I don't know how I'm gonna do this one. And then I'm gonna take my poppies, my poppy pods, I should say. Start mixing it. I don't know what this thing is, but it's amazing and it's super expensive. At one point, I remember in the industry they called this angel hair. I don't know what the botanical name of it is, but it has like a feather-like presence, and they do have them in different colors. But just look at that wispiness it already adds. I like mixing different textures. And some of them sometimes are not perfectly cleaned. Like this dried one is not perfectly clean. It's okay. Taking the rabbit's tail, I think this is what that's called. And I'm using it in the bouquet. As you can see, some of them are kind of sort of here. Okay, I don't want to be bored and I don't want to make this boring for you, but look at how amazing this is turning out to be. All these dried flowers, I'm going to try to get the names of these. I'm going to lie to you, I'm probably not going to have time to do it. But in the LA flower market, some of the vendors already are. I think there's a comeback to dried botanicals, very heavy coming back. You'll see that rotated. We had it in the 90s where a lot of people were into dried flowers. And I see that coming back again. And the good thing about it is I think nowadays you can use the different mediums, right? Like the dried and the botanically correct faux and the fresh and the dried combined together or even separately, right? Because sometimes you need that color and you can't get it and it's not really healthy. I mean, I shouldn't say healthy because it's not a matter of health issues. Sometimes you need that authentic coloration that you can't get it when it's painted. That's what I should be telling you. And then I'm gonna take these bleached umbrella leaves. I'm gonna go back and I'm pinching them and then I'm squeezing it so it doesn't become too obnoxious and all over the place. I'm trying to control it a little bit. Get this all tied up. And then I'll cut it off. And you could put it in a vase like this, find an appropriate container that you don't see the stems because you have the cable tie. Probably a metallic or ceramic kind of pottery. You can cut that off really tight and stick it in, or you can use it kind of sort of like a dried bouquet. Look how amazing that looks. You know, I finished this bouquet, but I don't think it's enough. I'm gonna go find some, I'm gonna get some vases that I told the crew to go get some for me from the back. So bring those out. I'm gonna do a couple more arrangements. I'm gonna use this pottery that I have. It's a really cool vase. They're glazed a little bit because everything is so dry and kind of pale and muted down. I think it's a great solution to have. I mean, look at this. It's amazing, right? It's like a perfect match. But I'm gonna do a couple more arrangements because I think, here, let me cut this down. Here, let me do this. And put this in here. So now what I can do is I could mix. I can do this in so many ways. Now that we're starting to like talk about what we can do, I'm gonna take a piece of foam. This is a floral foam that is a wet foam, but when you're using dry materials, I usually like to use this without watering it. Some of these are coming from different parts of the world. Some are coming from Italy, some coming from Japan, some coming from India, Spain. Right, and now I can go in and do my poppies. I'm gonna cut this down and then I'm gonna insert it. And you see, again, it's filling up really beautifully. Look how cute this is. It's like a matching set to this. Maybe I don't do another one, or should I do another one? Maybe we should do another one. Maybe we should do this one. And with this, I'm just gonna use these ferns. And I can't use the oasis. And this time it's a little deeper inside so that I don't have to cover it that much. Let's see if we can make this look really amazing by just using a couple of these. These are preserved, these are not dried. So some of these are dried and some of these are preserved. What if we did a couple of sprigs of this? And these are just some dried and preserved, and then this is painted. Just using all sorts of fun material to give me different feels and looks and aesthetic. Here, these keep coming in my face, so apparently I need to use it. So this morning I was like, hey, can you guys give me the names of these? And they started laughing at me. They're like, Eddie, are you really serious? And I go, guys, I'm like doing videos. I was at the flower market. I want to know the names of these. And they're like, some of these stuff, they're coming from all parts of the world. They have like all sorts of different names. And I was like, well, then write the names that they give you at least so that we know what we're using. Because everybody else wants to know, I want to know what I'm filming for you guys too. But really, these videos are really to inspire you, right? Maybe you have different types of preserved or dried flowers in your part of the world, and I think really it's just to get your brain working a little bit. Look, this looks really amazing too, and it's a set. See? And then maybe the fourth one you can just do dried, all of this color, or it can just be, a whole bunch of these in a vase, and look how beautiful that looks. It's always very feather-esque, like it's simple and way to go. So let me clean up the table, put this all back together, and style it and show you, like, even the dried flowers I can give life to, right? taking dead and bleached out like muted colors and still making it sophisticated, and you really want to dig into it and have it on your own table too. So let me clean this up and come back. This little creation, or you know, dried and preserved botanicals, probably came out a lot better than I anticipated or thought it was going to turn out. I just love those whites and creams and sandies and browns. It's the lack of color. It's skeletons of flowers. Anyways, I can go on and on and on. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed me creating these arrangements for you and you thinking out of the box one more time. If you haven't subscribed to my channel and this was the first time you were watching, please do so and share and make comments and, you know, participate. Tell me what videos you want me to do. I actually have a whole calendar that I have to fill of filming, so your suggestions are always appreciated. Anyways, I appreciate all of you and peace out.